really need any introduction. You've won here 4